Get ready to uncover the fascinating history of martial arts. From ancient warriors to modern disciplines, let's explore the origins and evolution of this incredible practice. Hi, I'm Master Tai and I'm passionate about martial arts. In this video, I'll share my research on its origins and how it has impacted my life.
Peace and blessings, y'all. The origins of martial arts, the origins of the melanated martial arts. We're going to talk about this, y'all, today. I'm going to do part 2 today, so let's get ready to shine. Let's get ready to shine that knowledge through. Here we go. So it's interesting when you go to YouTube, you're going to see some people saying that India is the birthplace. If you read some files, you're going to hear about the Prince Bodhidharma, or aka Buddha, who also went to the Shaolin Temple to give his knowledge about Zen and the martial arts as well, because they was going to sleep during meditation and all that. But I need to tell you this. You also have the people that are also telling you that there are martial arts that are still practiced today right there in Africa. That's right. And you can see judo techniques. You could also see stick fighting. And also they have a lot of boxing traditions as well that they still do today that are old, and actually are old like this. That are old just like the pyramids. Once again, you've seen these martial arts systems right there on a lot of the walls in Egypt. Okay, not only that, but the stick fighting is very old in Kemet, and it's very important for you to know why they was also shooting the noses off. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that you put that connection together, why they was also shooting the noses off, and why the comedian Richard Pryor did a little clip where you see him, you know, going inside, and he said he was going to tell the brothers and sisters when he went inside there, and, you know, they got the knowledge that this was melanated people, and, you know, at the core of it, you know what I'm saying, before other people came in and took over or whatever. And when he came out, and what did they do? They blew it up. The two guys, you know, European guys blew it up, and that tell you something right there, even though they would put it in a comedy fashion. Even when we talk about the idea of yoga, most people are going to say India. The majority of people who are going to see this is going to say India. Why? Because you've been indoctrinated to say that. You know, and I don't want to say it like that, but I'm grateful and thankful that they have the practice of yoga. There's certain, you know, styles of yoga you got to be careful of, you know, but the main thing is I'm glad to be able to stretch and flex. But also I had to came to the knowledge also to understand that when I studied this man's book, that, yes, these are African origin stretches and breathing techniques. That's right. Now, this is why I showed you, because when you go over here, shout out to my man, The Earth Speaks. He liked to say that a lot. They got the nerve to talk about it started in the 1970s. Look at the bottom there. And this is what I'm talking about. How many other times that, you know, people was doing something and they didn't really know the origins. So everything is not in paper. I know some people that get on, no, they don't put everything in the books. That's why you also got to take an inner look. And everybody is special, even the people that made the European martial arts. Even those who are studying the Chinese traditions with the Kung Fu, you know, and the Kung Fu. But the only thing is, sometimes you don't hear about the Mantu inside the conversation. And sometimes, well, if you're like me, you would have listened to the documentary called Blacks in Early China or Early Asia, which also gave you the information about the situation that's going on. But I want you to also know, but I do find it interesting because I like to look at movement, and also doing my study of symbols. I found this interesting that even when I was talking to all the people that go to the church, because the church is connected to martial arts. There was people in the church that also learned martial arts, you know. If you looked at that movie called, I can't remember the name right now, it'll come back to me. But you see this symbol right here? I asked one of the guy from the Catholic Church, did he see any similarities? And of course he wasn't at that level, or he had blocked it off. But you can clearly see that there's a similarity between those two symbols, even though they are expressed differently. But if you know which one came first, then you better obey your thirst and get that knowledge about it. Just to understand that there's some stuff that been hidden. There's some stuff that been hidden even in the educational system, just like when we're learning about these martial arts systems. So even when we hear about capoeira, this is a art. You see the dance element, you see the gymnastic element, and I needed to show you this because if you've seen a documentary called, here we go right here. You've seen this documentary by this man who's an expert on history and all that other stuff, or genealogy, and he went over there talking to all of these people over there right inside the Latin countries, and some of them were saying that they know that their origin is melanated, but sometimes they don't go with it. They don't go with it. They go on another direction, so to speak. And when you study this sister's book, she tell you how when she studied all, she's a linguistics expert, and when she studied all of these different ideas and she studied the names, even Jesus' name, oh my God, all of the prophets' names, she went in deep. She wasn't trying to play cheap, and she found out that these were connected to African tribal names, So I want to know what you think about this whole thing, because we talking about the origins of martial arts from a melanated perspective. So I just want to know, how your mind is flowing, because when you even say church, a lot of people don't think about this here. When you say church, a lot of people don't think about about the School of Alexandria, or even know about it, They don't even know about, there was a resurrection, idea, the Assyrian resurrection. A lot of people don't know about that. They don't know about how that connects to the Lion King, and he looking in heaven, and his father looking down from heaven saying, remember who you are. And, somebody got killed, what I'm saying? The father got killed by his brother. And come on, a lot of people's not putting certain connections together. And I'm not trying to tell you to go to Egypt or, to convert. There's been a lot of missing information, in schools, and sometimes they trying to play us, and we need to know. We need to have knowledge of our story, as we give God all the glory. So listen, this is part 2. I shared a lot of stuff in my own way. I didn't want to just do it, the way people want me to do it, but I just wanted to do it the way I needed to do it. And remember, every system of martial arts is great. It's just a great thing when we can see the connections and also make other connections that we wasn't educated about. Let me know in the comments below if you get anything out of this, and I'll be a little bit more, I would just say, strategic about it next time, the way I share it, for those who study a certain kind of way. Thank you guys for leaving your comments about the origins of martial arts, whether you agree or disagree. Let me know what studies you have came across on your journey, because I believe that we all get some stuff that can help somebody else who might not know certain things. All right? Keep on studying, keep on practicing and training. Thank you for allowing me to share. Let's get it. Let's go.